That brings us to Jackson State head coach Rick Comegy. Is Coach Comegy on the call?
Yes, I am.
Good morning, Coach.
Good morning.
Big victory for your Tigers down at Southern over the weekend. If you could kind of recap that game a little bit and then talk about another big one you've got with Mammoth State coming to town this weekend.
Well, that was probably one of the most exciting games I've been involved in a long time down there. Southern, they came ready to play. Their team was well prepared. They were sky high. There was a packed house down there for them, and it was just a game of give and take. I mean, I just think about what the power of prayer can do, because I sure enough prayed on that sideline because those guys really were playing, and they were doing a fine job, and I'm grateful that we came out with the win. It was a great game, and it could have went either way, and you couldn't get any distance between them and scores. I mean, they just played good football and coming back, and I'm just glad that we had the tenacity and ability to come back and put it in the end zone and score.
Talk a little bit about Alabama State playing in Jackson this weekend, and certainly a big game on the eastern side.
Well, there's no doubt about it. They're a solid football team. That coach has really put it together down there from an offensive and defensive standpoint of view, and he's got those guys really playing hard and tough, and those two quarterbacks that he have are doing a fantastic job for him. But they've got great team speed. They can do a lot of different things, with that team speed, from running the football to reverse to passing to, they just got a real, they do a lot of good things that can keep you off balance, and defensively they run to the ball well, and, it's just going to be a big challenge for us. We have to just maintain the things that we do and get better at the mistakes that we make, and fumbling the football, and dropping the ball, and not making solid tackles right now. I think we can, we got to get better in order to beat a team like Alabama State. I think once we come into good play, I think we'll play better. But right now, we're just not playing the type of football that I think we have the capability of playing. And if we don't start playing that type of football, we're not going to be successful.
Coach, are you still waiting a little bit? Terrio hasn't put up the kind of numbers that he was last year, but certainly still the leader on your offense. But are you waiting for one of those breakout Ryan Terrio type games?
Well, if I can keep it balanced, I like to try to keep it balanced as much as I can. I think Terrio's doing a great job of winning football games. I think that's what it's all about. Sometimes you can, I think we know that he can throw. Let's go ahead and run the ball a little bit. We got some good backs, and let's try to keep it as balanced as we possibly can. If we got to go upstairs, then we know we got a guy that can do those things. But as long as we can control that football and drive that football, I think championship teams have the tendency to run. And I want to be able to run the ball a little bit as well as be able to throw. And I think he's given us that balanced look at this point, when we need him.
Hey, Coach Comegy, Ty Miller from Sheridan Broadcasting. How are you?
Hey, Ty, how are you doing this morning?
I'm doing pretty good. Was it surprising to you that Alabama State knocked off Grambling State this past weekend?
Well, Grambling has such a tradition. It's always a surprise when they're not on a winning side because of the tradition that Grambling has. And I know Doug's going to get that together in a real hurry. But it says a lot about Alabama State and getting prepared and getting ready to win, and having those kids focusing on just playing the game and not worry about who you're playing. And I think he's done a fine job there. And to beat Grambling, I'm sure, is always probably a great taste in his mouth, and everybody else around the conference because of their history. But I don't think it's going to last that long because he's going to get them going. And right now we got a real sharp team and State coming in here, off a great win, and we have to be prepared and cut down on some of the things that we've been doing, and play solid football. And when we do that, I think we'll be okay.
What concerns you most about Alabama State's on their offensive side?
Well, they're just they're precision and they're precise, and they execute well, and they know what they want to do, and I think the quarterbacks, they have an idea where to get the ball to, what they want to do, and they look for that, those weaknesses. They don't try to get everything in a hurry. They try to take what they can get and make things happen and keep the ball on long drives. And defensively, offensively, that's what they're doing, and defensively they swarm through the football, and they got some good players that can go to the football quick and in a hurry. And so they got a good football team, and we have to get prepared.
Have you taken note of their wide receiver, the guy Nick, and whether or not you have to double cover him this weekend?
Well, we're just kind of taking a good look this morning, and I'm going to make some decisions later. But I think they got a core of receivers that can play the game, and I think if you try to isolate on one to hurt you with another, the guy's getting the ball around a lot. I think he's spreading the ball around pretty good and doing some good things. So we'll have to make that decision as we begin the game plan on it.
So far as your team coming back this week, you speak about their character that they developed also in the wake of not being able to go to the championship game this year.
Well, I think we're just doing what's been laid out on the table. We realize that those situations have taken place, and we got to man up and do what we got to do and play football. It's something that we've been doing all our lives, and we love the game. And if you love the game, you play the game, and you got to take the medicine as it comes. And but I'm really proud of these guys because they have manned up. They're not letting anything bother them, nothing worry them. It's just the love of the game, and that's what makes me so proud of this team because they're really showing how much they love the game. Just getting out and practicing extremely hard, doing what they need to do, getting in the weight room. I'm really proud of this team.
Okay, thank you, Coach.
Hey, Rick, it's Ross. How you doing?
Hey, Ross, how are you?
Good. Will your tight end, Renty Rollins, will he play this week?
Renty, yes. Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry?
Yes, he will.
He will. Okay. Will he snap, Rick? I know Sean Wilmore, the walk-on, snapped and did a pretty good job last week. Will he continue to snap, or will Renty snap?
Well, that remains to be seen. We're going to go out there. I was really proud of Wilmore. We brought him in here to do that job. That was a job that was kind of pinpointed for him earlier. He just wasn't exactly ready yet, but he really did a great job for us last week. But we know Renty is also a good snapper and can do some good things for us. So we're going to have to make a decision on that one as we go through this week.
Do you expect Roderick also to return?
Gladney, yes, we do. He's had the death in the family, and we're expecting him to come on back and be ready to go and on that offensive line.
Thanks.
Coach Comegy, good morning. It's Charles Edmonds from WPRL.
Hey, Charles, how are you?
Good. I know you're undefeated. You're scoring a bunch of points. The last couple of weeks, you've given up a ton of points. How concerned are you with the defense?
Well, I think we're just got to get better and better. We've had some, we bottled up some things and let it get out of our hands. Where it could have been a loss, but it became a gain, and we can't continue letting those things happen. And I think once we start wrapping up a little bit better and solid contacts, put that body on people a little bit better than what we are, I think we'll cut down in the point spread. We just got to get going now. We got a big game coming up, and we got some guys that coming in that play hard, run fast, and we just have to prepare to be able to hit and wrap up and play good coverage.
On the offensive side of the ball, the issue of quarterback running back exchange that's been an issue for you. How do you clean that up?
Just got to work on it. I don't know any other way to do it except get out there and use that field as a chalkboard and get out there and clean it up out there on that field, and and just run through some plays and just keep polishing and polishing. If there's another way to do it, please let me know. I just know practice is the only way to get it done.